So I had a guy reach out to me. He pretty much just wanted to do like an inspirational speech to you guys. I don't care. I told them 10:30. All right. So anytime that we have guys that want to reach out and pour into you guys, I am all about that. I am all about it. And then I'll introduce him. But we came in. He sent me an email, said that he wanted to have a talk with you guys. And so we came in and we had a meeting, kind of a face-to-face meeting to kind of introduce each other, kind of get a feel for it, to kind of see if it's a good fit as far as reaching out to you guys. But we had a really good talk. I feel like that he'll be a great guy to kind of come in and give you guys talks, okay? But please know, anybody that come in here, I'm not letting just anybody come in here and talk to you guys, okay? I'm just not. Anybody that kind of gonna put their thumb and kind of dig into our guys, they gotta be really good people, okay? But for him to reach out and to have the talk that we had, I just really think that it could be extremely beneficial for him to kind of get in contact and reach out to you guys, okay? Please give a round of applause for Mr. Matt Lupi.
Morning, how are you guys doing today? Good. Good. Well, thank you all. Thank you, Coach, for the introduction. Appreciate you guys' time. Thank you in advance for your attention, hear what I have to say today. So a little bit about me. My name is Matt Lupi. I've worked with NFL and NCAA college athletes for about 3 years now. Got a degree in sport and recreation management. Throughout my time as a student, I worked with a D1 athletic program. So very familiar with working with athletes, what it takes to win. And for you guys as football players, football fans, I'm sure you've seen time after time, whether it's your favorite team or just people in the NFL in general, you see a first-round pick that goes on to have a long career. Maybe it's your favorite player. You also see first-round picks that they turn out to be busts, and within a year or two, they're back as a free agent. You also see undrafted rookies who they go on to have long careers, maybe even a Hall of Fame career, and then undrafted players that they're without a job within 1 to 2 months. So there's all this varying levels of what makes a player great, what does not make a player great. A lot of it starts with the NFL Combine. I was just there last week and supporting some of our clients that are going through the process and seeing what it takes to be an elite player. It's not the 40-yard dash. It's not the bench press. It's not your drills. It's not even interviews. A lot of it starts with the mind. And for me, working with athletes, what I'm doing as a professional in this space, I'm trying to find out what makes athletes great. It's a lifelong search for me, a lifelong journey to try to find out what makes an athlete great. I'm sure coaches still trying to find out the answer, because I don't think anybody has found out the answer to what makes an athlete great just yet. But I will tell you that it starts with the mind. It starts with what's between your 2 ears right here. And this is the first battle that you have to master every single day. So I want you to start to think about what is around you on a day-to-day basis. Are these people, friends, teammates, family, girlfriend? Who do you spend your time with on a day-to-day basis? What material objects are you around? Is it your phone, your car, your books for class? There's many things that we have in our possession every single day. We invest our time, our energy into it. But there's only one thing that you are spending 24 hours, 7 days a week with. It's your mind. You can't take a day off. You can't take an hour away from it. You can't go a minute, a second without your mind operating. It's thinking during meetings like this. You're thinking in the classroom, you're going through processes during drills in the field, and when you're sleeping, you're dreaming. Your mind is always operating at a high level. It's on 24/7, we can't get rid of it. So you might be thinking, this kind of sucks. I'm with my mind for the rest of my life. What do I do? It's kind of discouraging. Or you can think, I'm with my mind every single second of the day. Let's master it. I'm gonna master my mindset so I can be a better football player, a better student, a better friend, a better son. So I want to ask you all a question. Who has set a goal before? Show of hands. Everyone. Good. Everyone set goals before. How many of you have achieved goals before? Good. How many of you have failed at a goal before? That's about right. Everyone has failed at goals before. Goals are great. They're good benchmarks. I'm sure you've all set goals at the beginning of the calendar year, 2023. January 1st, you're writing down things you want to do for the year. Maybe before the football season, you're writing down goals that you want to achieve as a player, as a team. Goals are good benchmarks. They're a good way to track progress. But the problem is they don't always come true. As you guys have seen, you all have failed goals before. Everyone in the human race has failed at a goal before. Where's my quarterback at? Quarterback, do you want to throw for the most passing yards in the state this year? Of course. Okay. Wide receivers, where are you at? Wide receivers, who wants to catch the most receiving touchdowns this year in the state? Yeah? D-line, where are you at? Most sacks in the state this year. Does that sound good? DBs, who wants the most interceptions this year? Yeah? These are all great goals. It's good to have a high expectation for what you can achieve as a player, as a team. Team, who wants to win a championship this year? That's right. That's a great goal to have. Another question for you guys. Does anyone have any guesses on how many high school football programs there are in the state of Texas? 10,000? 3,000? 5,000. Okay. All right. So, in 2022, there was over 1,500 high school football programs in the state of Texas. That was a big number. I came from Pennsylvania. That's a big number to me. Texas is a big state. Football's big here. There's a lot of competition out there. For the quarterback in the room, you might have a goal to be the top quarterback in the state, right? You have 1,500 other people that are competing for that same exact goal. For the DBs, if you would have the most interceptions in the state this year, I know football. I know there's not one DB on the field. There's 4 or 5 DBs on the field at one time. You're not competing with 1,500. You're competing with 6,000. And halfway through the season, there's going to be underclassmen that start to rise. They start to get more playing time. You're going to compete with 9,000, 10,000 DBs for one single goal. Does it scare you that you have to compete with over 1,500 players at your position, maybe even 10,000? Does it intimidate you? Does it discourage you? Most people it will. But there's some dogs out there, and hopefully there's some in this room right now, that they're going to be the best in the state. They're going to be the best at what they do because they have what it takes to be great. And it starts with setting standards. So a standard is something that it matters so much to you that you do it no matter what. It's your new norm. It's second nature to you. Think about when you woke up this morning. You wake up at the same time every single day to show up to this building. That's a standard for you. So you lift. When coach tells you when you have to lift, you have a standard of showing up on time and doing what you're supposed to do during that lift. Showing up to class on time. These are all standards that you have in your life. Standards go beyond motivation. They go beyond goals. We can sit here and talk about goals all day. It's great, it's exciting, but 10 minutes after, when you walk out this door, you forget about the conversation. You might forget my name, you might forget everything that goes on in this meeting right now. We're in March right now. We got a lot of ways to go before the season. What happens in July? It's 110 degrees outside. It's hot, you're tired, you're hungry, you're sore, but you want to get extra work in because you want to be the best at your position in the state. Everyone else would go back to sleep. They'd stay inside because it's cool, it's comfortable, they do whatever they want, hang out with their friends, play video games. But if you want to be the best, if you have standards, you're going to go outside and get that work in. Setting personal standards, you're going to be a better player, you're going to be a better student, you're going to be a better person because of it. It all overlaps. So for the quarterback, I'm going to start by giving it some examples. And this is not just quarterback. This goes for every single player in the room. Sorry, my handwriting's not the best. But for your quarterback, if he wants to throw for the most passing yards in the state this year, what does he need to do? I want you to start thinking about things. I'll start us off. Number one, he needs to be healthy. If you can't play on the field, if you can't be on the field, if you can't be available, you're never going to get close to your goals. So what that means is, are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating the right foods? Are you drinking enough water? Are you stretching? Setting a personal standard of, let's say, sleeping more than 7 hours a night, eating the right foods, drinking a gallon of water every single day, you're not only going to be healthy enough to be on the field, you're going to be healthy enough to play at a high level. What else? Any other ideas you guys have for what your quarterback might need to be the best in the state?
Have a good mentality.
Mentality, good. Mentality, positive attitude. These are things that are crucial to being a good football player. So this is going to be, if you have a bad rep in practice, stepping back up, getting back in line, having a smile on your face. This is uplifting others. Everybody's dealing with stuff. You guys are dealing with stuff right now. You're stressed from school, whatever's going on. Uplifting your teammates, helping them out is going to be so crucial to a positive attitude. So setting a standard for mentality looks like showing up every single day with an open mind. You're not forgetting about a bad practice yesterday. You're thinking about what is going to happen today, the opportunity ahead of you. What else does he need?
Leadership. Good work ethic.
Work ethic, okay. So work ethic. This is something that needs to be done every single day. This is kind of hand in hand with our leadership here. Taking ownership over your actions. You throw an interception, it's right here. The blame's on you. Get your timing better. I know things are easy to blame on other people, but how can you take ownership of your own actions every single day? This could be in the classroom, this could be on the football field. Be an example for others. Be dependable. Setting a standard for these two, let's say you want to be the first one in the building every single day. Whether it's practice, team lift, class, meetings, be the first one. No matter if it's 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, you're showing up first. And one day, there's going to be someone that beats you to it. You're going to create a little good, healthy competition there. What else does your quarterback need? Discipline. That's good. Part of discipline comes with strength, both mentally and physically. The quarterback needs to throw a deep ball. The quarterback needs to have strong lower body. The quarterback needs to be durable, have core strength, right? These are all things that are worked on in the weight room. These are all things that are worked on in the football field. So something you can set a standard for in this is going one more, and lifts, going one more rep. Coach is telling you to do a certain drill, do one more. Push it one step further so you're going to be even better. Another one, I'm not sure if you guys will mention this, but this one is crucial. Grades. Whether you like to hear it or not, it's probably just as important as your health. If you can't be in good academic standing, you're not going to be on the football field, just like if you're injured, you're not getting playing time. Being tuned in the classroom, completing assignments on time, studying, asking for help when you need it, these are all things that go with having good grades. Setting up a standard of, let's say, studying 60 minutes a day. I know you're busy. I know what it takes to be an athlete and a successful athlete, but going through team lift, practice, school, family dinner, friends, finding 60 minutes in a day to hit the books, whether you have an assignment due that day or not, is going to make you so much of a better person. You're going to have better grades. You're going to become a better person because of it. So I'm going to ask you all a question. There's going to be 2 players. Player number 1 is someone who says, I want to be the best in the state. Say you're a tight end, you want to have the most receiving touchdowns in tight ends in the state. He just wants to show up. He has a goal, but he's just going to show up and assume that it happens. That's player number 1. Player number 2, he's another tight end. He might be in the room right now. He's saying, I have this goal, but I'm going to do everything in my capabilities to show up every single day to master my health, my mentality, my work ethic, day in and day out, no matter what it takes, every damn day. Who wins, player 1 or player 2? Player 2. Absolutely. This is the way, fellas. This is what it takes to be great. Who wants to be great in this room? Great as a football player, great as a person, great as a professional, great as a doctor, great as a student. Greatness starts with setting personal standards. Your goals, your motivation will only take you so far. As you can see, when I ask you all who wants to be the best in the state, everyone has the same goals. In the room, in other high school football programs across the state, in different states, everyone has the same goals. 1% of those want it bad enough that they're going to put in the work every single day to make it happen. I hope that 1% is in the room right now, because that's what it takes to be great. That's what it takes to exceed expectations and live a life that's worth remembering. So to end us off, goals are fun. It's easy to say here, like, we want to be the best, we want to do all these things, we want to win a championship. It's fun to say that, but they rarely come true, and that's the reality of it. If you want greatness, now's the time. I'm sure you've all had years where you've been under your expectations for your goals, you failed, you had other things you had to overcome. This is the year. You want that championship? Let's go get it this year. And now's the time, now we go. I'm asking you to take action every single day. Personal standards, you can't take days off. When you're tired, you're not feeling up for it, there's no time off, there's no time to slack. It's not easy. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, right? If you want to be the greatest student, it's not easy to study every single day, but it's what it takes. I'm asking you to put in work every single day, and you will be where you want to be. Set the standard. Again, my name is Matt Luke. I work with high school, college, and professional athletes. I want to find out what makes athletes great. I'm on a lifelong quest of becoming, or finding the answer to that question. I want to help you guys out along the way. Appreciate your time. Hope you guys got some value out of this.